Bill Richards is gearing up for his hardest journey yet, finally living the life of a free man.
I'm like a baby starting over, so I've got to start picking a direction and things to go.
2 decades ago, Richards never thought he would need to start over, with new friends, in a new house, while trying to fill an empty void. Empty because the life he'd always known had fallen apart.
I was a young man with future and family and friends and a life.
2 decades ago, his life was simple. An engineer living in a trailer house with his loving wife.
She was a very caring, very giving person. We worked very well together, as a team most of the time.
In love and looking to start a family.
She couldn't have children after a couple of miscarriages, so we were looking at a surrogate.
But their plans came crashing down. In 1993, his wife was killed on their lawn.
It was devastating, absolutely devastating.
A devastation that he would quickly be blamed for.
My crime was being convenient. You're the spouse, you're there on the crime scene, case is over.
Richards had an alibi and no scratches on his body. But a scientific testimony would say Richards formed a bite mark on his wife, enough to convict him of murder.
I thought it was over. I thought there is nothing.
To Richards, there was nothing he could do to prove his innocence.
It just seemed like there was no way to get out.
Defeated and alone is how Richards would feel for the next 23 years inside the walls of the West Valley Detention Center. But at the same time, the California Innocence Project was building a case that would end Richards' wrongful conviction for good.
His case took 16 years. We were working on that case. It was a long, long, long road.
A road to freedom not many people get to see. According to the Innocence Project, between 2 and 5% of people convicted in the U.S. are innocent.
That's thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
So for Richards, innocence was a blessing, but also a heavy reminder of the time he lost.
My family's all died. My wife's family's all died. They stood by me through this. You can't get that back, and you can't get those years back. They're gone.
So for now, Richards' life is about surviving, living with one of the attorneys on his case and getting all the help he can.
Just to have him, sit at my kitchen drinking a cup of coffee, it's just awesome. It makes you think of, how bad things were and how good they are going to be for him.
One good thing for Richards is now becoming a voice to the Innocence Project.
What happened to me is not an isolated incident. There's far too many innocent people in prison. If people will listen to me and understand that there are so many more people, maybe they'll step up and help.
Though unsure of how to help himself move on, Richards turns to the one bright thing that gave him sanity in prison, a book he wrote.
It kind of deals a lot with the problems that put me and other innocent people in prison.
A fiction with a little bit of anecdote on his own life.
The main character in the book is about to get framed for a charge, and he leaves the country to hide.
But Richards isn't hiding from his conviction. He's making clear goals for the future.
If I can get some compensation, I'm going to get a home. I'm going to start a small engineering company. I'm trying to put that together, but it's slow. It's real slow.
It may be a slow transition into his new life, but it's built with the potential to kick into high gear. For Annenberg Media, I'm Gabriella Vidal.